Hi guys, today I have a Samsung washer and electric dryer set in excellent condition going up here, and I've got this one set up right now. Let's see if we can see in there. Pretty heavy. I call it a extra large, maybe a super load of clothes, jeans, jackets, towels, that kind of thing. Some heavier pieces in there, and it's getting started right now, getting everything nice and wet, filling up with water on the wash. This is a quick wash, but because of how heavy it is, it jumped from 38 minutes up to 48 minutes, so it's going to take a little bit longer to get through this one. Of course, my video is not going to be that long. I just always do kind of all the highlights. You see the water come in, you'll see it agitate, you'll see it drain the water out, then you'll get to see that it has a super fast, smooth final spin cycle. All the super important things you check, because if you're standing here yourself checking it out, I always put about 4 loads through, and the last load I'll do a video on like I am now so that you can see everything's working perfect. Then once it makes its way all the way through the cycles and it's done, we'll pull those clothes out and put them in the dryer and show you that the dryer is working perfectly. So we'll go ahead and let this fill all the way up with water, and we'll come back for the agitation. Alright, so it stopped filling up with water and it's just getting started on the agitation. One thing you don't have to worry about with Samsung is it not using enough water. You can see there as it gets started, full submersion on the clothes. As they get vortex down in and around on that bottom plate, they will get fully submerged in the water. Just wanted to show that off because that's a question I always get. Samsungs do use full submersion on their water, at least on this model anyway. Okay, moving through the cycles now. You hear that drain? Running nice and fast. Draining the water out there. And then from here, it's gonna spin and extract that soapy water out before it fills back up with fresh water for the rinse cycle. Then once it drains that water out, we'll be on to the final spin cycle. Okay, and it's getting started on the first spin. Self-balancing, leveling, and it'll get going faster as more and more water extracts out of those clothes, but you can see nice, balanced, smooth operation. Okay, we're moving into the final spin. 9 minutes left to go. It is once again self-leveling, balancing as it picks up speed, and as it goes, the drain is kicked on. It'll get faster and faster as more and more water is extracted. And right about the 3-4 minute mark, it's going to be its fastest. So I'll pause here and come back and show you as it's moving, because I did kick this up to its highest amount of spin here. That way you can see it at full blast. So we'll come back for that. Okay, we're back at that 3 minute mark. You can see from the outside here, very smooth, nice and quiet. It's still got the drain on as it extracts the water out, but here you can see just how fast it's spinning, which is great when it comes to moving those clothes over to the dryer. Having them super light, super extracted, cuts your drying time in half. So I'll go ahead and let that finish up, then I'm going to move these over and show you the dryer. All right, now we've got the washer cleaned out. You can see huge capacity on that guy there. We'll go ahead and close it up. Move over here to the electric dryer. Now it's not a matching, but it is a Samsung, and it matches the capacity. It's got a huge king size capacity on it. Lint trap right here. So you want to change that out before every load. We'll go ahead and close that up. Now we'll come up here, and you can set this on a sensor dry, which is, you've got a few different options here. I typically go with more dry or very dry, or you can just go over here to time dry and set high, and you can go 60 or 80 minutes, or if it's a smaller load, you could just go like 20 minutes. If you have a really delicate item, you could go to air fluff, which is basically no heat. Quick dry for smaller, it's kind of just setting it for you. Anyway, we're just gonna go with time dry, high heat, 60 minutes. That'll definitely be enough to get this load dry. Back up here and you can see it running. Sounds great. Nice smooth operation. And I'm going to give it just a minute to heat up, and then I'm going to show you that it is in fact heating like it's supposed to. We've got a temperature gun here, so right in between those 2 red dots it takes a surface temperature measurement. So it's about 77 on top of the dryer. It's about 70 down there on the concrete floor. So we'll go ahead and open this up. We're gonna shine it right inside the heating element tube. You can see it's warming up nice and hot in that tube there. We'll take a picture of that for the ad. And that in turn is going to heat the inside of your dryer up anywhere from 95 up to 195. Just depends on what heat setting you go with and how long it's been running. Close that back up, hit start again. And I'm going to let that go ahead and finish up. Go ahead and get these listed up for sale. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and all the details will be in the listing description. Thank you very much for watching my video. You guys have a great day.